Today I'm here at Walt Disney World.
Lucky to go ride Slinky Dog!
Oh my god. What's up guys, I'm the East Coaster fan. Today I'm here at Disney World. I'm on the boardwalk actually, never been here and it's really nice. I'm walking to EPCOT through the International Gateway just to be closer to like World Showcase, Ratatouille, stuff like that. Today's gonna be like a Disney park hopper day. I'm gonna be starting at EPCOT, then going to Animal Kingdom, and then we'll see what else the day brings.
We call it EPCOT, spelled E-P-C-O-T.
Officially in the park. It's actually just past 8:30, so I got in a half hour early. But there is the big mass of people all heading towards Ratatouille, and I'm gonna do the same. The line stretches all the way back here, like around that bend is the entrance. But it did say it was a wait of around 40 minutes, so that's definitely doable for a newer ride like this. So I'm gonna wait in it. Been waiting close to half an hour so far. I think I saw the sign jump up to 70 minutes, so that might be more likely. Although this area of the queue is really cool, where it's like you're on top of the roof, and then you can see a little bit there, the Gusto sign.
Is preparing one of his specialties, which I am certain you will enjoy. Venez.
Cette nourriture est pour nos invités, pas pour vous. Hey guys, the food is for them, not you.
All finished with Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Actually only waited about 45 minutes, which is funny enough is what it says now on the standby line. But yeah, that was actually a pretty good dark ride. I quite enjoyed that. I should also mention that today is part of Festival of the Arts. So I'm gonna be experiencing this with some of the food later on. If there's any interesting stuff related to the festival, I'll make sure to point that out. Also, you can see the Guardians building from there. Walking towards Soarin', and I could definitely see the big construction site that is Future World, or what formerly was known as Future World. I don't really know which sections exactly are like the world, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna be heading to Soarin'. Currently now in line for Soarin'. Look who we met up with. Hello again. David's back with us today, just for my time here at EPCOT. He's gonna be here all day.
Oh yes.
Well, I'm gonna be leaving EPCOT and maybe come back. We'll see what happens.
Hello and welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. If smaller aviators don't measure up to the height indicator on the seat, just put the belt through the loop in the center strap before buckling. Nice work, pal.
All done with Soarin'. What'd you think?
It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. I didn't really expect anything, and then we started and I was like, oh, lightning's so cool.
Well, that was my first reaction to Soarin' too, when I was younger. We're actually entering Living with the Land now. This is a fun dark ride.
Yeah!
Living with the Land!
In Japan, we learned that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our without the need for chemicals.
Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. Common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
The most impressive plant here, the NFT. It is now time to journey into imagination with Figment, of course.
Welcome to our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello, on your tour you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too? For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things from just a sound. Your mind has wings. It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll. Woo! You win 1 cent.
Oh, yeah, that's really sick. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
One little spark of inspiration is at the heart of creation.
Just got off Figment, now we're by these dancing fountains, it seems. Yeah, the ride's alright. Ooh, not the same as what I thought before. I wish they still had the original though.
Wait, there's actual fish. What? There's a person in there.
All done with Seas with Nemo and Friends. That's such a nice dark ride. I always like to do it, especially when it's a short wait. It was only 5 minutes, so why not? What do you think of it?
The anglerfish scared me.
My boarding group's been officially called, so it's now time to experience Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I'm really excited for this coaster.
One of our most celebrated centurions is Tal Har. He is a close advisor.
But I was told around here. And EPCOT, too, because I love that place. It's awesome. I went there as a kid, and I wait to get to go back and ride Horizons.
I am Nova Prime Irani Rayan, Commander of the Nova Corps. On behalf of all Xandarians, I hope you have enjoyed exploring the wonders of Xandar.
Welcome, people of EPCOT, EPCOTers, EPCOTians, citizens of EPCOT. Does anyone know what they call themselves?
Oh my god, we just got off of Cosmic Rewind. That was amazing. Now, before you ask, we did get Everybody Wants to Rule the World, which is fun. I thought it was better than I expected. That was just a blast. The spinning was a lot of fun. I love how it pointed you in like each of the scenes. It was just a really fun coaster. Surprisingly, a few pops of airtime on there.
Oh yeah.
Well, they are floater, but still airtime. It was just a freaking fun ride.
So good, so good.
we ventured into Club Cool.
Hi, how are you?
To try a very famous Disney drink known as Beverly. It's famous for the wrong reason because it kind of sucks. Let's get some and I'll share my first reaction. All right, Beverly in 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh my God. It tastes like at the dentist.
What is that?
Oh my God. So after that, one of the cast members came up to us, said, do you want to try the one-shot challenge? It's equal parts Beverly and whatever the drink is for China. I forget what it is. It actually made the Beverly taste a bit better. And you had to like swallow it like a shot. Oh my God. But anyway, the funny part was we got these at the end. This is amazing. Wow. Oh, I will treasure this forever. Gotta say, that was my first time ever actually doing Club Cool, and that was just so much fun. I love that. Such a hidden gem of EPCOT. But now we're gonna see how the soda sits as we ride this track. All done with test track. I gotta say that wasn't as good as I remembered it, only because some of the effects weren't working, like the narration, which is a key part of the ride, as well as the door to the outside being left open. I don't know, that and it being like a little bit shakier just didn't make for the best test track ride I've ever been on. I still really like the ride though. It's really fun going outside at that speed. But right now we're actually by these stations about to make commercials for our cars. Here's an area for Festival of the Arts. They have all these like paintings here, which are really cool, all themed to like Disney and stuff like that. They have a really neat booth here called Paint by the Number Mural. So we're gonna be giving free paint over here, and then the murals over there will paint, I guess, like in our designated section. I just finished mine, but I got number 2, which is pink. They're actually pretty sporadic, so it's kind of hard to find where to do it. But I did my 6 boxes. And now I just wait for this to be finished, and David's painted his now, but he has a lot more to work with. 5! Yay! Actually, while walking out, we were given these like bookmarks that have what it's going to be. It's just a bunch of figments. Oh geez, I almost hit the camera. Almost a bunch of figments in like different colors. Right underneath the monorail path, they have all this cool chalk art on the ground. Some just like generic drawings and some Disney characters. Like here's some Finding Nemo related ones. And I think there's actually someone doing some chalk art on the other side. So I'm gonna check those out. I'm gonna take the ferry actually over towards American Adventure. But I just wanted to showcase these harmonious barges because they sure are interesting. Oh, we have some entertainment, I guess.
Hello everyone, welcome aboard the Friendship 7 headed over towards Morocco. Please remain seated for the duration of the journey. If standing, please use the seat backs of the handrails to steady yourself. And there is no smoking or vaping while on board.
In the America Pavilion, to get our first food of the festival, I decided to go for duck and dumplings because it looks pretty good. And I'll show you what it looks like once I get it. So here is the duck and dumplings. Obviously, all these festival things are small. So this has like 3 pieces of duck as well as 2 dumplings and then all the other stuff. So let's try it out and see how it is. That duck and dumplings was so freaking good. I love that. Even though it was a small portion, like it was super tasty. So we're here actually right now at the stage for Animation Academy. I actually did the Animation Academy way back at Hollywood Studios in 2013, so it'll be nice to do it again.
Greetings, can you all hear me? Awesome. Hi, my name is Alex Mayer. Welcome to the EPCOT Festival of the Arts. So we are going to attempt to draw one of my favorite characters. It's hard for me to say because I love all the Disney characters, but I love the Fab Five. And earlier we drew Donald, and now we're going to draw Goofy. I love drawing Goofy. And hippity hop, I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom.
done with the Animation Academy. That was pretty fun. Goofy was definitely a hard character to do, and this is my final drawing of it. Trekked all the way back here to Mexico to do the Grand Fiesta Tour. This is like a hidden gem of Epcot in my opinion. I love this ride, despite all its like cheesiness.
We're company amigos, no matter where he goes, they won't do and three goes. We're always together.
Grand Fiesta Tour was super cheesy and fun, but now it's time to embrace my inner Gordon Ramsay because I got a beef Wellington. So this is the second food of the festival that I gotten, and this looks good. I'm really interested in how this tastes. That beef Wellington was pretty good. I'd say it was on par with the duck that I had, and I liked the pastry around it. It definitely had like a different flavor to the beef, I'd say. So Gordon Ramsay, I guess you know what you're doing. So right now I'm walking towards Spaceship Earth, and this is gonna be my last ride at Epcot before I head to Animal Kingdom.
Welcome to the future. Or should I say...
Oh my god.
Oh.
What happened to you, David?
My face is gone.
Wait, what?
Your face.
Yeah, it's like doubled. That was weird.
Hello.
Jesus. All done with Spaceship Earth. That's really fun. I always love that. Although, like you saw in the video, the ending got a bit weird with David's face not being there. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of my time here at Epcot. We'll see if I come back later, but right now, I'm gonna be walking towards the buses to Animal Kingdom. Thankfully, the bus is already here, so I'll see you when I get to Animal Kingdom. And we have now made it to Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm super excited to be here because I haven't been to this park since 2008 when I was only 6 years old. So I basically did nothing here, and I barely remember anything from this park except some vague memories about the safari, but that's about it. So I'm almost treating this as like a new park visit for me. So I'm really excited to be checking out the main attractions here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's head in. Officially made it into the park. It's so crazy being here. Wow, there it is, the Tree of Life. Welcome to Africa, the home of Kilimanjaro safaris. However, it also seems like they're doing some kind of show up here.
go! Twindale! Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ben, and I'm going to be your safari guide today. Now, I'm so super duper excited you guys are all here with us. If you look at that animal there with those black and white striped back legs, that's called an okapi. We'll be right there on our right by those bamboo stacks. Now, okapi have the black and white stripes, but they're a little bit misleading as they are not related to a zebra in any way. In fact, an okapi's only relative is actually going to be a giraffe. Now, crocodiles aren't able to sweat like we do, so they have a different way of cooling themselves down. They're going to breathe out the hot air that's inside of them the same way that a car exhaust works. Pay attention to some of that landscaping around us as the animals who live here. I like to consider them natural landscapers. They work hard mowing that grass and trimming the trees, making it look nice and pretty for us. Here you'll see a group of African painted dogs all around that tree. Now, I know they might not look it, but some of the most effective hunters in the planet with up to an 80 to 90% success rate. Now, these numbers are so high because of how well they work together as a team. I compare them to the U.S. soccer team. Only difference is the U.S. soccer team does not have an 80 to 90% success rate, though. Coming up on our left, we do have a tower of giraffe. We call a group of giraffe a tower because they're towering over all the other animals out on the reserve. Now, giraffes are the tallest land mammals, reach up to 18 to 20 feet at their max height. They're going to use their height to their advantage for a few things. First off is a scope around the savannah. They're going to look left, right, and try and make sure no predators are in the area. They also use their height to grab their food. The main source of food for a giraffe comes from those leaves on the bottom of trees. You can actually see where they've been based on the ones that don't have leaves there. Also right here to our left, right by the giraffe are some elands. Eland are actually some of the largest animals, just a little bit hard to tell next to that big tower of giraffe. Eland can be 6 feet tall at the shoulder. See on that island in the middle there, we have the flamboyance of greater flamingo. Notice how I said flamboyance. It's actually what we call a large group of flamingo like this, which I know is very extra. Looking in there, you might have noticed that not every flamingo is pink. It's actually because flamingos are not born pink. They're born with white to gray shades, and they start turning pink later on because of all the shrimp they eat. All the way to the right of that enclosure, there are some cheetahs sitting down over there. Cheetahs are actually the fastest animals in the world, able to go 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds, which is incredible. Now, they're not able to hold that speed for very long. It takes lots of stamina to run that fast. So we just see them do it in short little bursts. We actually see a few lions, a lioness right next to us there, trying to make sure she's not trying to roar before driving too far ahead here. If you're ever lucky enough to hear a lion roar, on my truck I'll be nerding out up front. You can hear for up to 5 miles away. Now again, my name was Ben. It was a real absolute pleasure getting to be your safari guide today. I do sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart that you all had a lot of fun, but also I do hope that you learned a few things along the way. Now here in the reserve we don't say goodbye, it's just too sad and final. I'm gonna leave you all with the Kwaharini. Kwaharini means to go well and go wild.
Kilimanjaro safaris brought back a lot of fun memories for me. I really like seeing all those animals, and I hope from the footage that you guys saw, you saw how much fun it was as well. It also makes me miss the safari off-road adventure at Great Adventure, but I mean, I could always do the drive-through. Anyway, the next stop is the last Disney coaster that I need, Expedition Everest. I'm really excited for this one. I do love the aesthetic of this place. It's really cool and very different from all the other Disney parks. Plus you get really cool angles of everything, like the Tree of Life right here. Wow, look at this thing. It's so crazy seeing it in person after all these years. And just how big it is too. It looks ginormous. But I'm excited to get a ride on it. All done with Expedition Everest. That was a nice family coaster. It wasn't exactly the smoothest in my opinion, but I did like all the effects. The drop was really fun, and yeah, it was a fun ride. I'm happy I did it. Next, we're heading towards Dinosaur. Now, what's interesting is I've already ridden Indiana Jones Adventure at Disneyland, so we'll see how this one compares. Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama. It's a shame I didn't get here earlier because I wish I could have gotten on Primeval World just to get the 2 credits. Otherwise, this land just does not look the best. He needs a lot of help.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself.
Finished with Dinosaur. I feel like that was a much more intense version of like the Indiana Jones ride with it being in the dark, and I feel like there was more movement. Of course I wouldn't make a trip to Animal Kingdom without going into Pandora and riding Flight of Passage. Some people consider this to be one of the best rides in all of Disney, so I'm really excited to try it out, despite the wait, because I know it's gonna have a long wait. But we're just entering Pandora now and it looks really cool, and I'll show you more as we go to the entrance of the ride. Finally gonna be waiting now for Flight of Passage, but it's 95 minutes, so I'm gonna be here for a while.
Okay, sealed genetic matching room. Okay, Dr. Stevens, they're ready.
Can everyone see me? Great. Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an EPCOT, or as we call it, a banshee.
All finished with Flight of Passage. That was a really cool experience. Now, the wait was just under 90 minutes, so pretty good estimate on Disney's part. Although there was like a brief interruption in the first pre-show, as well as just like a greeter, not greeter, but like the person in charge of like Lightning Lane, I guess. Like making the line at the beginning be really slow. Other than that, I had a good time. I really liked that ride and I'm glad I did it. So now the park's closed, but now I get to see what Pandora looks like at night, which is really interesting. Well, those are clearly lights, but there should be bioluminescence. Now this is really cool with all these things glowing. As well as over here, it's really throughout the entire land. It's a little hard to see, but the bioluminescence even extends to like the floor, which is really cool. It's like someone just threw glow-in-the-dark paint on the ground. Last thing I'll point out before I leave Animal Kingdom is there's really cool projections on Tree of Life. I'm not sure if this is Beacons of Magic or something else, but I find that pretty cool. All right, let's get out of here. On to our final location of the very long day, Magic Kingdom. Made it in, which now makes this the third park of the day, which is crazy to think about. The park is open till 11, but the fireworks show just ended at 8:35, so now I have to fight the masses of people exiting the park. Come on, people, I'm trying to get to Adventureland. First thing I'm gonna do tonight is Pirates of the Caribbean, just because I want to compare it to the one in Disneyland, since I rode that one. Although I already know this one's not gonna be as good. Quickly stopped in at Pico's Bills to get a smaller dinner because it's kind of late. And I decided on the kids' rice bowl. This is actually what it looks like. So it's chicken, rice, and beans. I didn't actually know it had beans, and I'm not a bean guy. But just know if you're ever considering that it comes with this much beans. But anyway, I'm just gonna have this small bite, and then probably head to Splash Mountain to get my final ride. Wasn't super impressed with that meal. I mean, I know it's a kid's meal, but the beans really just put me off. One thing I forgot to mention about Pico's Bills, next to me there was like some family and some kid. The kid was like super noisy and everything. Got to the point where it was a little annoying. Imagine the penguin from like Super Mario 64. It was like that. Instead, I'm gonna go on Big Thunder Mountain since it's only a 15-minute wait. Now that's something I can do a lot more easily, for sure. After much consideration, I decided not to do Splash Mountain tonight, and there's just a couple of reasons. First is I'm tired, like just from everything from today. Two is this ride has probably one of the longest lines in the park tonight. And after the Flight of Passage line, I'm not sure if I can wait in another really long one. Three, I'm gonna get wet, and it's night right now, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about being wet. So I'm a little sad that I can't give it its final ride in this form. However, the ride itself isn't gonna be gone, and I know I'm gonna be able to ride it once again in its new form. But anyway, I did take a few pictures and videos, so feel free to enjoy those as we pay tribute to Splash Mountain. Gonna be spending my last hour or so at the Magic Kingdom here in my favorite land, Tomorrowland. Let's see what things we could do in here tonight. The first thing I'm gonna do here in Tomorrowland is the one thing that I can't skip whenever I'm here, and that's the Carousel of Progress. I love this ride. It's such a classic, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So let's go in and enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm Brett Sell. I have the honor of performing that original show.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away.
Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene, no more gas.
Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you'll blow a fuse. Drat, that's the third one this week. I buy fuses by the case. Uh-oh, and I've blown the whole neighborhood again. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. We're caught up in the do-it-yourself craze these days. We're remodeling our basement in something called a rumpus room. And we're looking forward to a few rumpuses, I'll tell you, as long as they don't get out of hand.
John, this papering is getting out of hand. I could use a little help.
Now, Sarah, didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you?
Yes, John, you're a genius.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975.
975.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What?
Big load complete. Enjoy your meal.
Anyone for pizza?
Don't worry, Dad. Someday everything's gonna be so automated you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day.
I really love that show, and I know I shared a few of my favorite moments of it with you guys. It's a classic. I try to do it as much as possible. Other thing I try to do as much as possible, the People Mover. And there's no wait for this thing, so let's go on. You can see the Tron building in the distance. Oh, you can barely see it, but a test train just sent. I know when we're on the ride, we'll be able to get much closer, and I'll definitely get some footage for you guys. It seems like I got a whole car to myself, which is nice. It means I can do this.
This is the TTA Blue Line non-stop service. First up, Progressive. Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired EPCOT? And a lot of the generic ideas came out of Walt Disney. Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run. I love a good surf, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for here to light speedy competition.
I gotta say, this area looks really nice though. I'm definitely excited for it to open. Alright, we'll check on the way out, but let's go to Space Mountain.
Let relaxation wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the Coral Moon of IP7. You can choose always yourself. Book today.
Thank you, Mr. Morrow. Mr. John Morrow, please contact Mr. Johnson at the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
Nice relaxing ride there on People Mover. Unfortunately, like you guys saw, we didn't get a Tron test to go, but that's alright. We have one more final stop for today, and that is Space Mountain. This will be my first time doing Space Mountain since I rode the one at Disneyland. So now I'll finally be able to give it a proper judge.
Attention Space Mountain passengers. Space Mountain is a thrilling, high-speed, turbulent roller coaster-type ride in the dark.
Finished not one, but two rides on the Space Mountain Omega side. That was actually pretty good. I mean, it's a lot rougher than the Disneyland version, but it also has a lot more airtime. So, yeah, there's advantages to it. Anyway, I gotta walk down this used to be moving walkway to the exit, and I'll tell you how this freaking long Disney day went. And that's the end of this absolutely insane Disney day where we started at EPCOT, went to Animal Kingdom, and ended our night here at Magic Kingdom. I had a lot of fun today doing a lot of different rides, old and new. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to return to this park after not being here for so long. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. For more content, be sure to follow me on Instagram at EastCoasterFan. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.